Hello everybody and welcome back to another commentary of Parasyte to Maxim. Episode 3 as per usual outro. Yeah. I'm actually getting a bit more invested in the series because it does have a lot of really good qualities that I do quite enjoy. Of course I do have my own fears, which I discussed in the outro of the previous episode, but it does have a lot of potential at the very least. So, although it might be just because I like biology quite a bit too much, but yeah. Let's just get on with the series. Oh, someone gained that story about the man who gained the ability to talk to reptiles. You mean the world government? I mean, yeah. How is that an award-winning fantasy novel? Well, getting sidetracked. Continue. Okay, so even though I have harped on the horror aspect of the series, it certainly is intense, and it has a lot of thriller aspects to it, and that's good. That's really good. I do like my thrillers, and that's what the series actually does excel at, and that is being thrilling. If not horror, it's not flat out horror, but it certainly is a thriller, and that's good. Even though it's not the most suspenseful thriller, it is at the very least getting my blood flowing. That's good. Okay, also, I know, pausing twice in a short span of time, but it's also a pretty interesting point of pacing to start with the action really immediately. This is just well, a good way to grab the viewer's attention. So, well, they got my interest. Now, let's see if they can get my attention. Okay, now it feels wrong to have harped on the music of the series because, well, holy hell, why did okay, a third episode in and it actually turned around two of my major complaints. This music here, that's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. Let's continue. God damn, okay. The show has a tendency for visual flair, and let me rewind to that shot there, because just take a look at that. It's... My, that is a striking image. That's... I'm getting excited for the series. That's pretty good. And also it's building a lot of thrilling intentions, a lot of thrill here, and it's making this a far more intense, and the direction here is actually pretty freaking spectacular. Oh my god. This is getting good. Man, this just emphasizes quite a lot of the concept of the horror style of the concept behind the series, which is Parasytes admits all of us who eat us, who are clearly quite intelligent, if not more intelligent than humans. That is a strikingly good horror setup, and it is really well emphasized here. I'm honestly getting really excited for this, so this is good. Okay.
あんな美人の個人授業、俺も受けたいよ。
あら、美人ならここにもいるじゃない。ねえ、泉くん。
いやいや、タミヤ先生の大人の魅力にはかなわないって。だけどあの先生、泉みたいなのが趣味なんだ。意外だよな。何言ってるんだ。人の気も知らないで。
Okay, so this is a good way to use the high school setting to juxtapose, well, a potential human genocide with high school hijinks, and that's a good juxtaposition to set up, and it makes it for a bit more effective. I mean, I still don't really like the high school setting all that much. I have my own personal griefs with it, but it's a good utilization of it. So, give and take.
そう固くなることはないわ。私に殺意がないのはよく知ってるはずよ。そう。
Oh my goodness, she immediately spotted out that it was the Parasyte's right hand. That's... This... This is just deadly suspension here, and it's pretty well done, I must say. It's just getting right on to the point. This is good. This is just absolutely fantastic.
この右手さんが第一、この距離でやり合っても何のメリットもないわよ。
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I really do love how logical the parasites are being. That's just... It makes them so... just having logical antagonists, it's kind of hard to call them antagonists, even though they clearly are. But, you know, just having logical opponents like that, well, equal, if not superior intellect, is just... It's an effective way to create horror, and just I love that. I love that the show is taking advantage of that. I know I'm getting really giddy about this because it's just a really good setup.
なるほど。これまであなたが出会ったのはその2種類だけなの。
さあね。こっちだって聞き。
That's... Like I have already made it rather apparently clear, I love biology. I really do like all of the natural sciences, and this just raises so many more questions about both their existence, their reproduction, and their reason for existing. Where they came from. Like, it raises so many good questions. It's... Damn, it's just... Oh man, those two first episodes were not bad, but this is certainly just... I'm getting excited. It's just getting really good. Oh my.
来たよ。寄生した人間を生かすために他の人。
Oh. Okay, that I guess again that unfortunately does highlight. I mean, that scene should have been horrifying. It certainly does raise the stakes, and it is intense to an extent, but I don't feel that doesn't feel like it was that well done for a horror scene, in my opinion. But it certainly does do a good sense of getting a bit more intense and well, threatening. But it's... Damn, it feels bad to label this series as horror when I don't feel like it does horror, but instead it does thriller quite well. I mean, it's not completely devoid of horror subject to it, so... But it more as a concept is a horror series, so... Pros and cons, whatever.
大したやつだ。
Oh?
新一の恐怖心をここまで引き出すとは。冷たい。何をする新一。
Now, I do think if it's becoming rather apparent that Shinichi pouring or washing his hands with cold water is mostly. It's rather likely that it's just going to be a way that Shinichi just, well, punishes, I want to say. I don't know what the correct term for it would be, but it's a way for him to kind of torment Miki. It's just, and it actually does seem quite cruel, but it's an odd feature. I wonder if it actually is just, well, Shinichi's resentful, just very punitive actions. I don't know.
どうやら我々の戦いを傍観するらしい。
Our fight? Well, we're going to get action here. This is going to be rather intense, I suppose. We're going to have an actual fight, and this is actually going to be a really... Just having it on the school grounds actually makes the school setting, you know, pay off quite well. So, because there's a lot more contradicting goals, I suppose. That's just, there's quite a lot of different things in play here. That's pretty good.
成功する可能性は高い。
That is alrighty, and now we get conflicting moralities and ideas. Now, does Shinichi approach him alone, without a group of people to shield him? Or does he, you know, take the cold, brutal, calculated method of attack of using human shields here? I mean, obviously he will choose the former, but it shows contradicting ideas and moralities as well. Although, I mean, Miki can't really be faulted for being an amoral being, but still, that's a good difference in moralities.
そう、作戦だ。新一は肉の壁という盾で守られている。
No, exactly as I
それ
said.
は A にとっては厄介。
死にたいわけじゃない。
Actually, there are other creatures that do heroic sacrifices as well, or heroic, you know, societally useful, or sacrifices that are useful for a group. So humans are not completely one of a kind in that manner, but yeah, one of a kind in the way that we kill ourselves for no reason. Yeah. Humans are illogical, but yeah. And now we do get to see the symbiotic relationship between Miki and Shinichi come into play quite well. This is how you show a symbiotic relationship. This is gonna be quite good, because two entities are better than one? Maybe. We'll get to see it this time. Since the parasites clearly do just take over only a singular part of the body, they don't reasonably have that many differences in power levels, but I do remember that there will be quite some differences between... Well, there will be some interesting battles in the show. I'm quite sure of that.
そんなのでうまくいくかな。
まあやってみよう。その武器を見えないように身に。
Oh, god damn it! It was just getting good! Damn it! Okay. Oh, okay, it's a cliffhanger ending, and God, it's a good cliffhanger ending. Luckily, I can just record the next episode after this, but damn it, it's a really good cliffhanger ending, because it was just getting... Okay. I feel like my earlier criticisms in the previous 2 episodes have been now kind of paid off, with actually just paying off in so many good manners. And, well, okay, so first of all, the music direction now is actually quite fitting. Of course, it isn't suspenseful thrill for music for most of the time, but the music direction actually had a really good suspenseful moment with the first meeting of, I forgot the teacher's name, but anyway, when they locked eyes in that class, that meeting hall. It was such a good moment. Freaking good. Love that. And more than anything, the pacing of the episode is now fantastic. I'm getting really giddy about this, because it is, I love thrillers, and this certainly is a thriller, and it doesn't do horror. This show really doesn't do horror that well, in my opinion. Of course, you may feel differently if you wish, but it doesn't do horror well. But god damn, it does thriller. It's certainly very thrilling. It's very intense and suspenseful. It's good. It's really good. Yeah, it's really quite good. It's just it's intense. It's foreshadowing. It's just God damn it, it's got just before the fight, and okay, just I have to say it's a really good build-up episode to the next one, and it does so many things well that I had complaints in the first 2 episodes. Well, rest assured, I'm very happy about the series now. Yeah, it's fun. It certainly is entertaining, and oh my goodness, if there's nothing else that I can praise the show for, it will be for fantastic direction. Or at the very least, pretty good direction. Still, of course, characterization and all that is a bit lacking in the human department, but in the Parasyte department, there it is getting quite exotic, and it's really good in that way. The parasites are alien, and that shows in a good way. I'm just getting really giddy about this, because it's actually really well directed. This shows what a difference of good directing can do with a show. Because the more I think about it, the more stupider the show gets, but damn it if it isn't entertaining and just thrilling. Nah, actually it isn't really that dumb, but it does have some interesting observations about humanity. As like I said, I don't want this show to be a message about the horrors of humanity, even though there is basis for that. But still, it does have that kind of observation to it. And it also, just the parasites themselves are fascinating creatures, so yeah, I'm getting really I'm getting really drawn to the series. It's getting very, very entertaining. Oh boy, I want to see how this goes. I'm gonna jump to the next episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope this in the future a great day. Stay awesome. Ganmu out. Thank you very much for watching.